Alright, well here's my new log splitter. I won't go into too much detail, because if you're like me, you'll go online to read all the specs, so I'm not going to spew those off today. But for the basics, it's the Tractor Supply County Line 25-ton log splitter. It's got the 6.5 horsepower Kohler on there. The great thing about it is it already come assembled, ready to go. One thing I'm not crazy about with Tractor Supply is they do love leaving their stuff outside, so it always winds up rusty and not looking the world's best. So I guess that's just cosmetic things. I've only started it one time. It started right up. This will be my first time splitting with it, so you can see still fresh paint right here. Haven't put a single piece of wood through it yet. So I had the idea, since I wanted to get the table for this, and I plan on getting that, but my local store did not have it in stock. So probably just gonna throw the wood over to here and stack it on pallets for the time being until I build my wood shed. That's coming up. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see that. But I thought it'd probably be a good idea to go ahead and put all the wood in the bucket. I'm gonna try this idea out, move the log splitter around here. That way I'm not constantly bending over and picking this up. So I figured that would save my back, already having it lifted up, and I can just kind of take it right off, split it, put it in my pile over here, and I'll get it stacked up later. So feel free to drop some comments if you have some specific questions. Like I said, I'm not going to go through all the specs. You can go pull those off the website. I'm sure you just want to see this thing run. So let's fire it up, make a little wood. Forgot to mention what I'm splitting. There's a little bit of oak in there, but this is mostly cherry. I cut it just a few months ago, just some storm blowdown. So it hasn't had a whole lot of time to season. It's still pretty heavy and rather green. Well, it didn't take too long at all. I guess initial thoughts, well, it splits pretty dang good. Now bear in mind I didn't have no huge pieces in there, but like I said, that cherry was relatively green. If I was going to be splitting a lot of real large pieces, or say live oak, which is some of the tougher wood we split down here, yeah, I'd probably have a 30 ton or bigger. But I think 25 ton is going to split anything I ever ask it to. It's plenty quick. The cycle time seems quick. The auto return features working great. Cuts itself off whenever you let the handle go back up. Only thing that I've noticed, and again, this is really the first time it's ever ran, every now and then there's a little stutter in the engine. I don't know if it just needs to get run, break in, or what there. It's not stalling or anything. You'll just hear every now and then just a slight stutter. So I'll just keep an eye on that. The only thing I don't really like is, because I like using the auto return feature where lock it up until it comes up, then it goes down, is because it gets so far away from the wood. I don't know why they made this so big. Nobody's splitting firewood that's probably 26 inches is what that looks like. That's huge. So I wish these catches and this was a little bit further down, closer to the wood, but that's just me nitpicking. That would just speed up the splitting a little. Well, at the moment I like it. It's going to get a lot of use. You know, a lot of people don't think you burn wood a lot in Florida, but we burn it all fall, winter, and spring long. We love to come outside, pull up a fire pit, light the grill, and just kind of enjoy it. Plus, we're about to build a new house with a fireplace in it as well. And we're in a hurricane state and severe thunderstorm state, so I'm constantly getting limbs and trees blown down, and I can't stand seeing them rot out there in the woods when I know I could put them to some kind of use. So you can see the pile I made here. That really only took just a few minutes, and that's more wood than I was expecting. So I'm pretty happy with that. What I'm gonna do is bring a pallet down here. This is how I like to stack my wood. And I'm thinking about building a shed up in here that will actually hold pallets of wood. The reason I like doing it that way is I'll take some of this fat lightered, which is what I start my fires with, and I'll have a whole pallet load of split wood up there as well, seasoned wood. I'll just come down with a tractor with the forks on, pick this pallet up, carry it up to the fire pit, or in the future I'll carry it up to the porch, pull what I want off, burn it for the night, bring it back down here, put it out of the way. That way there's no roaches or bugs or spiders or things that stay in there. So I think it's a nice convenient way to tote it up there, especially since I have a tractor with forks. So I can tell for sure that I want the plate that goes on the side. And to be honest with you, this is actually the first time I've ever split wood on one of these in the horizontal position. I've split on log splitters for years, and we've always done it in the vertical position, just pull a chair up, but it is kind of hard on your back. I think I like the standing up splitting, but I definitely want a rack over there so the wood can fall over. It's kind of aggravating when you split. You have to kind of be careful to not drop a piece off, put it back in the tractor bucket. And I already knew I wanted that, and the store just didn't have it in stock. The only thing I can tell you that I don't like about splitting in this position is I had to stop several times because trash and debris would build up here, and if you keep splitting, eventually it packs in so tight you about can't get it out. I don't remember that happening a lot when it's down in the vertical position, but again, that's just me nitpicking. It doesn't take long to get some bark and little pieces out of there. So I'm gonna carry this back up, blow it off, clean it up, put it up. I'll use it a few more times, and then I'll change the oil pretty quick, and just consider that, you know, kind of break-in oil. We'll get it serviced up, and I'll definitely be using this more in future videos. Also in the future video, I'm gonna be building my wood rack. I think right here in this area is where I'm gonna do a mulch pile when I eventually get a chipper. So this is gonna be kind of my work area for that. And with that said, if you've stumbled across this video just thinking I was doing a quick review and don't put much on YouTube, be sure to click subscribe, check the channel out. I'm constantly doing stuff with tractors, planting. I'm gonna do a lot more firewood videos now, chainsaw videos. Like I said, building projects, doing the wood rack here. Lots of things around our place. Gardens are gonna be coming up soon. Horse stalls eventually, fencing. So this channel is gonna include all that. It's not just gonna be, hey, I bought something, I'm gonna do a review. Although I'll do that as well. So if that's the kind of things you like, drop me a comment. Let me know something you might want to see. If you see something in the background sometime, have a question on it, ask. You know, that's what a YouTube community's for. I'll be asking you questions. I'm not a know-it-all, and I'm looking forward to hearing what y'all have to say. And by all means, ask me questions. I may have something to share. So with that said, I might include a little clip of me loading up the pallets there and show you what I do. But that's kind of my initial review of this county line log splitter. So far so good, but you know, I'm being honest, that's my first use. And you can see how easily it started up there. That's only the second time I've ever crunk it up. So 2 pulls and it was ready to go. So hopefully it'll be a good unit. It had a lot of good reviews online. I'm all about you get what you pay for. You know, I really was considering a much more expensive unit with a Honda on there, but man, it's hard to go wrong when you see hundreds, if not thousands, of reviews online of people using this particular model and having really good luck with it. So I think it's going to serve me well. So with that said, as I always say, thank you so much for watching. Click like, share, subscribe. Click the little bell icon down there that's right beside the subscribe button, and it'll let you know anytime I post a video. I try to put 1 to 2 out a week, and that may pick up steam as I add more projects here around the place. Thanks for watching.